you please state your name for the record and spell it for the court reporter?
Richard Ferguson,
Can you please spell it?
RICHARDFERGUSON.
Mr. Ferguson, I understand you wrote a statement, but I want to quit before we get to that. I would like to ask you briefly about your medical situation, how you can speak to it to your knowledge. Do you have cancer at this point?
Yes, I do.
Can you describe it?
Yes, they had to remove my prostate. I have stage 4 cancer. It was in my prostate and seeped out my prostate before they could remove it. So it's in my body, and now it's taken effect.
Do you receive specialized medication for that?
Yes, I do.
Have you been receiving that at the jail?
Yes, only due to my wife bringing it out there.
The jail has expressed to you that they cannot provide that medication.
No, they cannot.
While you've been in jail, have you been hospitalized?
Yes, I have.
For how long?
I was in the hospital for 4 days.
Was that for chest pain?
Yes, it was.
Do you have some heart conditions?
Yes, I have a total of 6 stents in my chest.
To the best of your knowledge, has a doctor given you a prognosis, i.e. an outcome for your cancer now that it's spread?
Yes. Without the meds, it will spread more rapidly. The meds that I take kind of keeps it in check. I also have to go every quarter and get a shot. It's like a steroid shot that also goes with the meds in order to try to keep the cancer under control. So without the shot, without one, without the other, it can spread a lot quicker than what it's doing now.
Have you received the shot in jail?
Yes, they did take me the first month to get the shot. I had to go to Celebration. They transported me there to get that shot.
Again, the medication you receive and the shot you receive, if you were outside of custody, you would be able to go to your oncologist to receive that?
Yes, I can.
While you've been in custody, have you seen an oncologist?
No.
Have you seen a specialized doctor who handles cancer or your type of cancer?
Yes, I did. I received, they took me, I guess because my wife said something to them, and they took me to my primary cancer doctor to see it. He told me that it had spread it a little bit more from the last time he saw me before I got incarcerated.
Would you like to read your statement you wrote?
Yes. Your Honor, and to the family who has suffered the unimaginable, there are no words powerful enough to repair what has been broken, nor any expression that I can even restore the precious lives that was lost. I stand before you today as a deeply broken man, carrying a sorrow that may hurt my heart, never again be strong enough to bear. Each day is living in grief and regret and in pain that knows no limit. To the family who lost their children and their beloved mother, I offer my most profound and sincere apology. I am truly deeply sorry for your loss, for your suffering, and for the permanent emptiness left in your life. I understand that nothing I say can ease the grief you carry every single day. I know that the weight of my remorse can never compare to the weight of your pain. Still, I must speak these words from the deepest place in my heart. I am profound sorry. This tragedy did not just take lives, it shattered families, futures, and very and the very foundation of what once was. It has devastated your family, and it has forever changed mine. Since that day, I have not known peace. I no longer sleep. I no longer recognize myself. Every moment is haunted by what happened, and there is no escape from the sorrow that follows me. I am a sick man now. My body is failing, and I live with cancer and physical pain every day. But none of that compared to the pain in my spirit. The knowledge that my action played a role in a tragedy that took 3 innocent children and their grandmother has broken me in ways that words can never describe. My home, my heart, my life are filled with silence and grief. I wake up each morning immediately remembering that your family lives with an irreplaceable loss. I carry that weight inside of me every moment. Please know that my remorse is genuine and permanent and overwhelming. I will grieve for your family loss for the rest of my life. Nothing within me take this lightly, and not a single day goes by without me wishing I could undo what happened. If taking on every measure of pain or even giving my life could restore the lives that was lost, I would do it without hesitation. All I can offer now is the truth of my heart, remorse that will never fade. Sorry that will never lift, and prayers that continue every day. I pray for your strength, for comfort in your darkest moments, and for even the smallest measure of peace as time goes on. I pray for forgiveness, not because I expect it, nor because I feel deserve it, but because I know forgiveness is a journey that belongs to you alone. Your Honor, I stand here before you as a man devastated by what occurred. I am not here seeking relief from the punishment or from the consequences. I am here acknowledging the permanent grief I will carry for the remainder of my life. My only hope is that my words show the sincere of my sorrow and the deepest of my responsibility for this tragedy. With deep sorrow and humility and respect, Richard Ferguson.
Do you feel remorse and regret for your actions?
Yes, I do.
I have nothing further, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Line, Peter.
Mr. Ferguson, you stated that you did see a specialist, your primary oncologist, while in the jail, correct?
Yes, once.
Once. And he stated that your prostate cancer had spread.
Yes, that's what he told me.
Did he tell you that it had spread, it would stop spreading if you were released from jail?
No.
And you have been provided your medication by the jail?
Yes, by my wife bringing it to me, not by the jail. The jail cannot get it.
But the jail did not prevent you from taking it?
No, they have not.
And you were taken to Celebration Hospital to get your shot for your cancer, correct?
Yes, once.
And when you experienced significant chest pain, the jail responded by taking you to the hospital, correct?
Not at first, no.
But you ended up in the hospital to be taken to the hospital and you were treated by a doctor, correct?
Yes, I was in the hospital for 4 days.
And then they released you back to the jail.
Yes, I did.
Now, you indicated just now, you stated that you're sorry for what happened. Are you sorry because there are people dead? Or are you sorry because you actually did something to cause that?
I am sorry for the family that lost their loved ones. I am sorry that I played a part in them losing their loved one. That is what I am sorry for, because I can't replace that. I can't give that back. I can't give those lives back to those people.
You stated just now that you played a part. What part did you play?
I should have went after my son and stopped my son.
So you continue to deny the findings that you gave the keys of your car to your son.
No, I did not. I
Did not give the keys.
I am sorry. I am truly sorry that these people lost their loved ones, but I did not. And the 3 witnesses that y'all brought on board said they never saw me give my son those keys.
So
you want me to lie about something I did not do. I am sorry. Yes, is there something I could have did more? Yes, like the district attorney said, why didn't I just pull off behind him and stop him? That's what I'm sorry for, because there is something more that I could have done. But as far as giving my son those keys, I never, ever gave my son those keys. He took them off the key rack.
You were interviewed by us, by the Department of Corrections, correct?
Yes, I was.
And you indicated to them that you had no involvement with law enforcement previously, correct?
No, I did not.
You haven't had any involvement with law
No,
enforcement?
no, that's not what I said. What he asked me was, have you ever been arrested before? I said, yes. I said, I've been arrested for traffic violations. Okay? He asked me, where did I live? I told him I used to live in Miami. If you look at the report that he gave you, because my lawyer showed it to me, I haven't lived in Miami in over 20-something years. I haven't gotten a ticket in Miami for, 40-something years.
Okay.
So the arrest was up here in Osceola County for the traffic. So that's something that he wrote that was incorrect, because I shared that with him.
One moment. Do you remember your testimony at trial?
Depending on what part of it.
You gave testimony at trial that you gave your son permission to back the car out?
Yes, I did.
So you did give your son the keys?
Yeah, because I had to move my wife's vehicle, and I had
That
to.
wasn't my question. My question was this. If you gave your son the permission to back that car out, you did give your son the keys, did you not?
No, I did not.
How did he turn on the car without the keys?
Because he had took the keys from off the key ring. He physically had the keys himself. As we came out, I said, Rashad, I say, wait for Dad. I said, you can pull the car out. I say, but wait for Dad. I'm going to get in the car with you and go with you. Before I knew anything, when I moved my wife's car, he was gone. I went to go in the house to call him and tell him to bring his butt back home. And before I could do that, we received a call saying he had been in an accident. That's exactly what I said. Now, the district attorney asked me, why didn't you go after him in the vehicle? And trust me, I remember that, and it's been playing in my head over and over again. Why didn't I? Because I took the lazy way out by saying, okay, I'll call him, versus I'm already in a vehicle, go get him.
You stated you didn't have time to go get him. Do you recall the testimony of multiple witnesses that your son parked at a park? There was time to go get him, but did you just get distracted?
Yes, I did, and I said that in my testimony.
Ms. Klein, he's allowed to answer the question that you asked. I heard your response. Mr. Robinson?
Sorry.
Thank you.
If you were to be released with restrictions and ankle monitor, house arrest, those sort of circumstances, would you be able to abide by those?
Yes,
Would you go to your doctor to receive your specialized treatment?
yes,
Have you been receiving the full care of your doctor in custody?
no,
Do you feel remorse and regret for your actions and the loss that occurred in this case?
yes, I do. Like I said, I can't stress this enough that I played that over and over again in my head what the district attorney asked me and why didn't I go behind my son. And I play that over and over and over, and that's something that I should have did. I already had the keys to my wife's vehicle. I should have went behind him and made him bring his butt back home. But I took the easy way out, as you can say, and I went in the house to get my phone to call him, and I got distracted. And before we know anything, I received a phone call that my son had been in an accident. So yes, I am remorse. I am sorry that I took the easy way out by thinking I could just make a phone call when I should have just went in my wife's car behind him and made him turn that car around and bring his butt back home.
No further questions.
Deputies will assist you back to council table, Mr. Ferguson.